2 PCs, 2 cats, 3 monitors, 3 apartments, 6 phones. And what about?
Hasan Piker lied to his friends, talking about some having a good year. You're lying, fam. At the rate that you've been losing subscribers, that definitely is not true.
Impactful year that I've had politically in my entire career. I've been doing this for like, what, 12, 13 years at this point. You know, played a role in getting the mayor of New York elected. It's a pretty solid thing, especially underdog, long shot, a person who has very close ideals and a very similar worldview and very similar background even to someone such as myself. That was a big deal for me, at least. And hopefully I'll be, continuing on that journey in this upcoming year. That was definitely a big W. Watching people's attitudes shift so dramatically in the exact way that I said it would, whether it be on certain domestic issues or whether it be on foreign policy, like on Israel, it felt fairly lonely. Obviously not with you guys, but like it felt fairly lonely in the space that I was, where a lot of people were just like fearful of speaking out, whether it be against the Trump administration, whether it be against Israel.
Taking all the credit for whatever quote unquote win that the left or socialists or just woke people, that's a lot of people get mad when you say that, but people like that taking the credit for their wins is insane, especially if you're not going to take credit for all the losses. Huh? Is that what you're going to do? Of course not. Hasan don't take no accountability. And how do you sit there and have the nerve to lie like that? Of course they're not going to check you because it looked like they don't give a damn in any way, shape, or form. You just sitting there crying to them as if they're supposed to pat you on the back and listen to your lies. This is a nasty podcast. Some of the people I know and didn't even recognize them. They look so done with what's going on. He's going to even cry about Ethan Klein, if I'm not mistaken. Like, yo, Hasan, get over yourself, bro. Like, you got to get over it. Get over yourself. Get over being obsessed with Asmongold for some apparent reason. You just can't let him go. It's kind of strange.
Whether it be against like the right-wing shift that I was noticing in the spaces that we occupy, people being very careless with their language, people being very hurtful to others, and the toxicity in the sphere, and the overall silence that I saw from many people who are like-minded individuals who just like were worried about getting harassed endlessly. This was a very chaotic year for sure. There was a lot of, the year started off with my former podcast co-host trying to like quote unquote end my career in the way that he spoke about it. And we didn't really ever broach the subject matter on the podcast at all. Part of the reason was because, once again, the environment, the media environment, the landscape was very different as opposed to where it is now, where like, a lot of things are considered established truths. It started off with that bang, and it didn't really go away. That wave after wave of harassment never really went away. The L's on that front were, not as significant, but still hurdles that I had to overcome, and it was nuisances. It was annoying.
Wow. I'm Hasan, the victim. Feel bad for me. Ooh. Come on, bro. Ain't no one trying to hear that, especially when you lying. Like, I used to actually criticize Ethan Klein a lot. The fact that you have been so disgusted and nasty with your actions and had your whole little group of flunkies doing the same to a certain extent, that now the focus is shifted more on you. You became the locale. It's crazy. That's how you can tell I'm not being biased. It's just a lot of nasty going on when it comes to Hasan Piker and his crew of flunkies. Shoot, he's even trying to beef for XQC.
What's also crazy is like if there was a equivalent situation where someone was like talking about XQC, it wouldn't drive this much discourse. Like if a random content creator like I don't know, Ron or something, Stable Ronaldo does a collab with XQC, ain't nobody's talking about like how he fucking promoted Donald Trump or does like gambling streams or anything like that, or Speed. Any number of these people. But if there's a video of me with Ron, every single comment will be like, I'm so disappointed in you. I can't believe it. They all become like little SJWs all of a sudden.
Hasan just be wanting to put anyone in his place. Fam, I'm not like the biggest XQC fan. I don't really watch his content, right? Unless I'm going to be speaking on something like this. Right. But I know he's not as bad as you. Like, I know he's not doing all the things that you've done, especially recently. So to even sit here and act like, well, why don't you go after him? Shut up. That's all he does is deflect. He never takes any accountability for any of his actions.
Why the f is he seething so hard? I've never seen this. My favorite reaction is when one of your haters said they must have confused him with Zoran. They didn't cheer for Hasan. Yeah, no, they thought I was Zoran Mamdani. Before the clip, you were just telling somebody how nobody out there knows who you are. Why is he so f***ing sour?
That's interesting.
Oh, that's funny. What is? Oh, that's good. That's good. What's chat saying? Skip. Collargate, place, skip, place, go back, schizo, lol, all Hasan clips. Hasan's America, easy clap.
I hate a video.
How the fuck his audience becomes so goddamn reactionary? How is that possible? I just don't get it. I don't understand how, like, I get why he might be fucking malding and shit, but why the hell are they all malding and shit? What dog do you have in this fight, you know? Daily Hasan segment schizo.
It's only Hasan, his whole crew, suspect as hell, fam. Like, you even remember when he pulled the tail of a dog and they was trying to act like that never happened?
She pulled his tail? I didn't even notice that. Someone in chat mentioned it. Dude, you can't...
Mods? Do I have mods?
Somebody asked Hasan about this in his chat, and you ain't gonna believe this. This is crazy.
Dog abuse allegations of that older tail pulling thing fake. It's crazy to me how much motion the whole Kaya thing got. It felt astroturf, but at the same time, that propaganda worked on my brain. What do you mean, older tail pulling thing fake? I don't know what you're talking about. Whoa, no, I'm abused. I'm abused to my dog. We didn't. Do you think Dogtober 7 was your biggest controversy to date? No. I think America Deserved 9/11 is still one that like has real world impact, because that one, even though people don't give a shit about it, it's much easier to like virtue signal over. Like, people, by and large, people don't actually have like any sort of real emotional feelings about 9/11 20 years after the fact, after we just like slaughtered millions of Arab people and whatnot. And most people see it as like what we did after being awful. But as far as Dogtober 7 goes, it's one of those things where like America Deserved 9/11 will always have more staying power, even though people don't really give a shit about it. Dogtober 7, on the other hand, is utterly ridiculous. But those who will forever be like, no, he's a fucking dog abuser, fuck that guy.
Hasan is crazy, bro. He's crazy. Talk about some fake. Nah, son. Nah, we seen the footage. That was you. That was your nasty self. The fact that Hasan does so many nasty things and tries to sit here and claim, oh, you just care because you're virtue signaling, or is just disgusting. Did you ever think of that? Did it have to be written on Ethan Klein or Asmongold's forehead for you to be able to see that? Especially the way you obsess with him. Like, this dude he's never going to stop doing these types of things. But as long as more people are finding out, right, and discovering that he's a low-cal and you shouldn't take him seriously, it is what it is.
Hasan Piker is the best that the left has to offer. The male models were already lost. The man has more controversies than buttons on a shock collar remote. It's never people being like, I hate you, dog. You shocked your dog, or whatever the they've made up and keep spamming over and over again long after the meme has like been dusted off. This is also part of the reason why I think it's really funny that everyone's always like, dude, you're so abusive to your dog.
Oh, what?
And then they'll be like, well, actually you're only doing this to show off that you're not abusive to your dog. And it's like, okay, but all of this is from before you suspected me or outed me for abusing my dog. So how does that work?
A delusional clown. I don't know how anyone can take him seriously unless you're probably delusional as well. The fact that there's so many people that just want to hear the same bull crap regurgitated to them so they could be told that their political ideologies is correct is insane. I don't have a political side. In fact, I'm not really down with the government. I want as minimal interference from them as possible in my life, right? Just help people. That's it. All this other stuff is bullcrap. But I'm not super political, and I'm not trying to push political ideas on people like Hasan. He's a nasty streamer. And speaking of nasty streamers, let's talk about Pokimane. recently her cookie business just got exposed.
Pokimane's cookies, which she released in late 2023. I've been trying to buy these products since about October of this year. I don't think they're still in business. It does not exist. It has not existed for 3 months, and the company stopped advertising for it completely.
Pokimane also married herself. Super desperate. Huge sign that you're lonely as hell, right? Just nasty work overall.
Bought an engagement ring for myself. Tell you a secret, I'm really into celibacy, and that can range from not kissing on the first date to saving yourself for marriage. It's a whole spectrum.
Well, apparently that desperation train did not end, and she's on here doing more lonely rituals. I said it. She think that she about to summon a man.
I don't know if this is controversial, but I'm in New York right now, and I've noticed that the hottest men,
Why is she apologizing for saying hot men? Like what?
the most attractive men, all happen to be gay.
Just because they don't want you, that doesn't make them gay.
Like, I'll meet a guy, I'll be like, and then I find out, and it's all of them. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on out there, but to be honest, it's really not that bad because they go from potential prospect to potential best friend, and isn't that nice?
Yeah, but I doubt they want to be your friend.
Yeah, they definitely just probably don't want nothing to do with you for real. I don't know if she realizes that just because she might think someone's attractive, that don't mean that they gonna think that she is necessarily. And that's not even me commenting on her looks. I don't give a damn how she looks. That's not my cup of tea. And that's not something that I do. I'm just on here simping for Pokimane. Like, nah, get up out of here, son. Get up out of here with that. And what happened to the whole, I'm gonna marry myself and just stick to myself. I'm the only person that's good enough for me. What happened to that thing? Huh? He started feeling lonely and just threw that out the window. He was like, I need a man right now.
I miss when streaming was about gaming, not just drama baiting and clip farming.
This year, I fully cut someone out of my life who used to be a close friend, but was lying to me, lying about me, in general causing me so much emotional turmoil that I needed a lot of therapy. But after I cut them off, I did not message them once.
Jesus Christ. Here's that attention you ordered. You know what? I've had it with Pokimane, and I even tweeted, let's leave her in 2025, and a lot of people agreed.
Pokimane want credit or to be like applauded for being a grown adult, doing adult things. That's what she wants credit for. Like, this is crazy. And she ain't the only one. There's a lot of streamers in general that have this problem, or even people in general that have this problem. They don't really know what it means to be an adult. Like things like managing your emotions, being able to like be aware of your surroundings, of who you have around you, cutting people off whenever you might need to. That's like a normal occurrence if you know how to spot the fake people. Overall, I don't think she need to be getting herself a birthday cake or something for that. Like, damn, what the heck is my cake at?
Not get into a single Twitter fight with any of the loser weirdos who cannot keep my name out of their mouths.
Whoa, you're so tough. You want a cookie? Congratulations. Also, I hate to break it to you. You're a narcissist, like literally textbook definition. Like, this girl is mad weird. Even the AI knows. Can you remove the annoying narcissist from the photo?
Can take their one-sided beef into the new year alone. This year, I was so much better about saying no, whether it's to events, outings, or people who want me to do things that I just don't really want to do. I'm ridding myself of a lot of my people-pleasing tendencies, and I'm so proud of myself for that.
Pokimane is nuts. Yeah, I don't think anyone should want to be friends with you in the first place. I don't think you fully developed up here. I don't think that you got it all. You're a pancake short of a breakfast. You're a wrench short of a toolbox. You rode that short yellow bus. Yeah, don't look at me like, yeah, I said it. Why are you looking at me? You judging me now? Now I'm getting judged?
This year, I posted and streamed and made content when I truly wanted to, instead of feeling the need to keep up with this endless rat race that is being online. This year, I pre-planned quarterly trips to visit my family instead of feeling this looming guilty sentiment that I wasn't seeing them enough. I always knew when I would see them next, and it gave me something to look forward to.
You know, I'm a bad guy, but I'm not a bad guy. Good for you, Pokimane. You know, credit where credit is due. Family is important.
Made it a start because it's the most important one. I am wishing you a happy new year and I'm rooting for us.
I'm sorry, but we're still leaving you in 2025. No objection.
You ain't rooting for me. You need to root for yourself. You need to root to get a husband. Just need to root for Hasan to change his life and stop acting nasty. Root for me. Like, I don't know what it is with this whole superiority complex. I'm better than everybody. Like, ooh, look, commend me for this bull crap. Ain't I precious? You're a grown ass woman. Grown as hell, son.
Sent to them all the time by Poki's team, and I'll be real, they were actually really good.
Wait, Miz, did you eat breakfast this morning, Miz?
We got 2 PCs, 2 cats, 3 monitors, 3 apartments, 6 phones. And what about? Sorry, sometimes I forget that there's fucking weird Twitter clippers. But this is who I am. This is who I am. Sometimes I want to shake a little ass for fun, not for weirdos, for fun.
I feel like she's just fully lost it at this point. The only person defending her is like God's strongest soldier, Sneeko.
Does it have a jiggle to it or no? We don't have a good enough visual here. I mean, the rotation is good. That's a good rotation. You can see that. You can see the practice in there. She's been doing this in the mirror. Decent arch. A lot of girls feel like they have their back. It gets curved in this situation. Speed. Let's see the speed.
And what about?
Why is being herself shaking ass on camera, lol? Why can't I shake my dick without people acting weird?
Looked like she was over there shaking bones. I bet you it sounded like like change in a jar getting shook. Bet you it sounded like a keychain moving around, nigga. I bet you it sounded like that. That's how it sounded. That's how it sounded. That's how it was when she was circling. Nothing moving at all, actually. Nothing. But she's getting a lot of criticism for this, and I don't really care if she want to twerk in the middle of a damn stream. I think what my problem lies is where she's acting as if she doesn't know what she's doing, right? She's trying to get simps. She's trying to get these kids that's watching her to pretty much give her all their money and attention, and she's just fiending for attention, so much so that she'll get up and twerk in the middle of a damn stream and be like, that's not what I was doing. I'm still a Disney princess. Blah. Like, I don't want to hear that.